Hello everybody, hope everybody's doing great today. Appreciate those of you who watch this video. I hope you enjoy it. Today we'll be talking about the movie Bull Durham, written by Ron Shelton. I guess he was a minor leaguer back in the day, and so this movie's loosely based upon his experiences as a minor leaguer. Stars Kevin Costner, Susan Sarandon, and Tim Robbins. Hey, with that cast, how can a movie go wrong, right? I remember watching this a little bit, I remember watching this as a kid, bits and pieces. But the one scene that always stuck out of my mind was when at the bar and Kevin Costner told Tim Robbins, I hear you couldn't hit water if you was falling out of a boat. He used some language there, cut that out. But I don't know. That scene always stuck in my mind. I've always found it very funny. And the part where Tim Robbins hits the mascot with the baseball there because Kevin Costner told him to. That scene, fast forward many years later, it's kind of, if you're a baseball fan, it's kind of reminiscent of the All-Star game with Randy Johnson and Kirk. Was it John Kirk was his name? Philadelphia first baseman. Anyway, it's an All-Star game, and Randy Johnson throws his fastball basically behind Kirk's head, and then the rest of the bats, Kirk was just basically swinging the ball and trying to get out of the batter's box as fast as possible. It's kind of like the same mentality here. Costner tells Robbins to throw the ball at the bull to get the batter scared. He's like, I don't know where this ball is going. To me, those are some of the two funniest parts of the movie. The show also reminds me of a big baseball player. Grew up in Indiana in the 80s. There was this guy named Razor Shines, played for the Indianapolis Indians. He was like the local hero, anytime you watch the news and the cover of the Indians was always about Razor Shines. In this movie, you got Crash Davis, Kevin Costner's character. He's a catcher, and he goes from league to league. He's not really like the big baseball player or the star of the team Bull Durham. However, I don't know. The show always kind of reminds me of Razor Shines and how he was like a big time baseball player here in Indianapolis, and he was like, kind of like the idol here, I guess you could say, there in the 80s and 90s. Anyways, enough about that. 2.5 minutes. Let's get into this movie. So Bull Durham is about a young pitcher, played by Tim Robbins. He has lots of potential, but he's very wild. Think of Major League, Charlie Sheen's Wild Thing. Maybe he was based off this character. I don't know. But Tim Robbins has a golden arm. Just has no accuracy. So the ball club brings in Kevin Costner's character, who's like a veteran catcher, to help him with his control and with his pitching, stuff like that. So they kind of get this bond between these two. And at first, it's kind of rough. Rough around the edges, but, it starts to get grinding down nice and smooth and form this nice, great friendship. Kevin Costner teaches him how to pitch, how to be a professional. Movie really does a great job with their relationship. Susan Sarandon's character here, she's kind of like a minor league groupie, I guess you can say. Every year she has a different boyfriend from the team. This year she picks Tim Robbins' character, and she also kind of she's also kind of like a guru, and she has him doing all this crazy stuff to help him with this game as well. So Kevin Costner, his character is more helping him with the mentality of the game, like how to approach each game, his mechanics and stuff like that. And then Susan Sarandon's character is giving him all these crazy philosophical stuff, having to wear weird clothing underneath this uniform and doing all this weird hijinks and stuff to help him with this game. So these three kind of form a bond together. Like Susan Sarandon, she's supposed to be dating Tim Robbins, but she's actually kind of leaning more towards Kevin Costner's character, and Kevin Costner likes her too. So you kind of got like a love triangle, a loose love triangle, but the movie's more, while it does cover that relationship, it is about baseball and about this pitcher trying to overcome his control problems and the relationship with the ball players. You got some scenes on how the minor league is, the dream and the difference between playing in the minor leagues, and Kevin Costner gives them an idea what it's like to be in the majors. He was there, I think he said, for like a month. So he's kind of helping everybody out, and you got weird just situations that these football players have. If you're watching a game and you see all these players huddling around the mound, you ever wonder, like, what are these guys talking about? You do have that kind of you got that scene in there where they're not really talking about baseball at all. They're talking about all kinds of crazy stuff where everybody's head is in the game, why they're playing bad. Everybody's thinking about other stuff off the field. So, when you think about when you think about professional players, you'll think that all their concentrations on the game, but, these guys do have lives outside of baseball, and that scene kind of covers that, how outside their life outside of the game can influence how they're playing at that time, like that. Just looking down here, other things maybe I want to say here. I don't know. I'm just going to bring this up. There's a dress that Susan Sarandon wears that I'm pretty sure is the same dress or the same design. Not the exact same dress, but the same design that Elizabeth Shue wears in Adventures in Babysitting. It's a black top and like a checkered skirt. I'm pretty sure it's like pretty much the same dress that Elizabeth Shue wears in Adventures in Babysitting. I've never seen that before, where there was two dresses or two clothes exactly the same from two different movies. I don't know. Let's bring it up there for you, for those of you who grew up in the 80s and watched both of those movies. Adventures in Babysitting be something I might talk about. I really loved that as a kid as well. But Bull Durham, great baseball. Wow, I said that really well. Said that kind of loud. It's a great baseball movie. Man, sorry, this is like my fourth video. Getting harder to speak. But yeah, it's a great baseball movie. If you like sports movies, this is definitely one you want to watch. I'm going to highly recommend this one. It's great. Get great side characters. You got a assistant coach who played in Batman with Michael Keaton, who was like the investigator. He was the news reporter who was trying to dig up news about Batman. He's the one who was first covering that story. He was great in Batman. He's great in this movie. Don't know his name. Sorry. But pretty sure somebody out there knows. I think his first name's Robert, something like that. But he's a great side character in this. So you do got great side characters. Great baseball movie. It's not about this team winning a championship at all, which is a little different from these type of movies. Usually it's about a team winning a championship. This movie is just about a player trying to get from the minor leagues to the professional leagues, and the relationship between, girls and guys, I guess. Whatever. It's a great movie. Check it out. It's a lot better in this review, I can tell you that much. Anyways, hopefully you'll see me again, and you enjoy this video, and you'll enjoy the next one and any other ones you've seen. Bye.